Hi, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the Buena Mulata, which I got at Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. And basically, the description it gives is a very rare, extremely productive, stunning hot pepper being offered exclusively through Baker Creek. William Woys Weaver introduces us to this pepper from his grandfather's collection. His grandfather received the pepper from African American folk artist Horace Pippin in 1944. And it goes on to describe a chameleon-like pepper that undergoes color changes during ripening. It starts out as a violet one, and as you can see, this is one of the reasons it attracted me, just the color, the purple. Pretty amazing. The only thing about it is that when it's purple, it's not ripe, and it's got a grassy flavor. That's what I read. And then what it does, it turns into an orange, and you've got one here, an orange one here, and then finally into a deep red, something like this one here. So today I'll also try these in a second and try and give you a flavor profile. One of the things I also like about these flowers is are the purple. The purple flowers from which the peppers actually go from, and purple's my favorite color, so that's probably why I also like it so much. So like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull probably this orange one here, and then I'll pull a purple one, and then I'll pull a red one. I'm going to cut them in half, look at them inside, how they look. I'll probably save some of the red seeds, and then I'll try it. And don't laugh too hard. I hear the Scoville units is anywhere on the range of 30 to 50,000 Scoville units. As a way of comparison, which most of us know, is jalapeno, which the profile is from about 2,500 to about 8,500 Scoville units. So that's the way of comparison. I'll come back. I'm gonna pull these out, and then I'm gonna cut them in front of the camera so that you can see how they actually look. So see you in a bit. Thought I'd show you before I actually cut them up. The three I'm going to be eating right here, and here they are right now. I love their color. It's one of the things that attracted me to them, to actually grow them. And like I mentioned, purple was one of my favorite ones. The one thing that I didn't mention earlier was that peppers are self-pollinating. So since my goal is to just grow them inside the house, I got plenty of windows, is you have to pollinate them yourself. And essentially what I do is I get my pinky and rub the pollen on each one of them, and that's essentially how I pollinate them. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut them up, and then we'll try them out. All right, I'm back. So I cut them up. I've got the purple one, the orange one, and the red one, which is the ripe one. And I've also got a little bit of milk and a little bit of water, not knowing how I'm going to be able to handle it. It's 30 to 50,000 Scoville units. So, and I'm going to start out with the purple. I wanted to show you that the inside of it isn't quite as developed yet. There's seeds obviously in there, but the ribs where the heat comes from isn't fully developed yet. And I'm just gonna take a bite on it and see if I can determine some of the flavors. I understand this is supposed to be grassy, so we'll see if it is. You know what? It reminds me a little bit of a serrano, and given that the serranos typically they sell them at the store green when they're not fully ripe, it reminds me a lot of that. It's not too hot. If I were to compare it to a serrano, I don't think it's even at the top of the serrano, which I believe is around 25 to 30 units in terms of how many Scoville units it gets hot. So it's not too bad. But it had that kind of flavor, not overpowering. It's got that grassy kind of flavor to it. So what I'm gonna do, it wasn't anything intense. I mainly felt the heat a little around my tongue, but that was it. It wasn't a whole lot. So I'm gonna drink a little milk just to see if I can wash that down my palate before I try the orange one, before it feels ripe. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the orange one. I'll probably get this one here, and I'm gonna take a bite of it. Of course, I feel it around here where I'm biting it and my tongue. This one does feel a little bit hotter, but still like a Serrano, surprisingly. Mm. I had some on my tongue, and I was licking a little bit at my lips. I actually got a little bit, some of that heat on my lips, but it's not too bad. Now, if you're not used to eating peppers, it may come off extremely hot, but I don't think it's too hot. It does feel hotter than the purple one. That was interesting. Yeah, and I do feel it on my lips. I have a tendency to lip my lips a lot with my tongue, and I do feel it there. I feel it generally all around, but I think the heat's starting to dissipate. It's not too bad. I'll drink a little bit more, just kind of clear it up before I try the red one. And it does help, although this is plant-based milk. I'm not sure which one it is, to be honest with you. It helps when I'm drinking it, but once it goes through me, the heat remains, although it's not too bad. Let me see, water will wash it a bit. Yeah, as you can see me, I can feel it a little bit here. Not too hot. Just in case your girlfriend or wife. She'll wonder what you were eating. She'll know what you were eating. So I feel the heat here on my lips and right there about my tongue. But it's not too bad. It's manageable. And I think what I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna make a picadillo with these. I've run out and I need to make some. So I'll probably pull all the red ones out, and then maybe pull some pro ones out, and even some of the orange ones out, just to give it a nice color look about it. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to the ripe one, the red one. Probably be the hottest one, and we'll see how it tastes. My nose is starting to water. Which happens to me when things are a little bit hotter. I pulled them each from different plants. I have 7 of them, and I pulled them, each of these for different ones. So I'm sure that's got a little bit of difference here. In terms of flavor, I don't know that I can discern any difference in terms of the heat. It's slightly hotter than the orange one and hotter than the purple one. um, but not by a lot. I think it's a very manageable heat-oriented pepper in terms of Scoville units. They say it's 30 to 50, but it feels like maybe like a Serrano, one of the hotter ones. That's what it feels like in terms of heat. And I'm not eating it with food, which I typically do, either in a salsa with chips or I put it on my food and things like that. So I generally don't eat peppers by themselves until now, but I think they got a good flavor. The red one potentially had a hint of sweetness. I'm not 100% sure with the heat. I already feel the heat's dissipating, to be honest with you. I feel it all around, or a little bit around my lips and around my tongue. But don't feel it on the sides of my mouth, so that's good. But I enjoyed them, and I look forward to making them in salsas and things like that. So until next time, thank you. Take care, and take care of each other. Bye.